Team South Africa exceeded most people's expectations at this year's Commonwealth Games and won a total of 40 medals. The very last medal was a nail-biting one. In wet, muggy conditions in Scotland, Ashleigh Mooolman Pasio, against a class field, raced her cycling bronze in the women's road race. She now joins us here on Morning Live. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it's been a fantastic year for you, hasn't it? I mean, I saw now just announcements on your Twitter feed. You're also going to be joining Bigler next season.
Yeah, it has been an exciting year. Of course, the Commonwealth Games was a big highlight, and some exciting things to look forward to next year with new team Bigler.
Tell us a little bit about that Glasgow experience.
Yeah, it was my first Commonwealth Games, and Glasgow did just such an amazing job of putting on a great show. The course was really exciting in the city, lots of spectators, lots of corners, little climbs. The race was a very exciting race, I think. It was raced very aggressively by the Australians, which meant I had to play a very tactical game because I was somewhat outnumbered. But yeah, it all paid off. Very exciting right to the line. Just managed to scrape it, with a photo finish. But what a wonderful experience, and just such an amazing privilege standing on that podium representing South Africa.
In this final straight, did you ever think that maybe you went a little too early?
Yeah, it became really touch and go, and really approaching the line. I saw Tiffany, the Australian, was gaining on me, and as we crossed that finish line, the way she crossed, I thought she had actually taken third place, and the worst place to ever finish is fourth. So I finished that line feeling really disappointed, and then next thing, South African team started running up towards me, and they were so excited, and I'm like, why is everyone so excited? Because I'm trying to process these disappointing emotions. They're like, you finished third, and I really struggled to believe that until I saw the photo finish. I didn't want to get my hopes up, and then a result was appealed. But yeah, what a privilege standing on the podium. It really was a special experience.
Would you say the most special of your career?
I would say so, yeah. I've also finished on the podium at a World Cup in Belgium, which is a very prestigious race, which was also very special. But Commonwealth Games is really an amazing event. It only comes around every 4 years, and in hindsight now, I mean, it would have been wonderful to have done the Commonwealth Games in Delhi. Unfortunately, I was injured. I was selected, but I was injured, so I had to miss it. But it's such great preparation for the next Olympic Games. It's like a mini Olympics. So just to sort of, process all of that and being in the village and all the different athletes from all the different sporting codes, that's what makes those events so special.
I suppose there was a lot of expectation having did what you did in Scotland, and let it be known that although it's a Commonwealth Games and there's not the entire world that's involved, when it comes to cycling, it's all the class nations that are involved in the cycling events at the Commonwealth Games. But then there was a lot of expectation going into the World Championships, unfortunately ending in 20th place there. Tell us what happened in Ponferrada, Spain.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I'm disappointed with the World Champs. Professional sport is a tough career because it's hard to time your peaks at the right time. You only have so many physical peaks in a year. And obviously the Commonwealth Games being only every 4 years, that was a big objective for me. It's very important in my bid for the Rio Olympic Games. So that's been a big focus this year. And then after Commonwealth Games, not having much racing to take part in after that, it was always a touch and go whether I'd managed to get my peak right for the Ponferrada World Champs. So yeah, disappointed with the 20th. It was just so close, but maybe in hindsight, I could have raced the race a little bit differently. Once again, I was completely outnumbered, didn't have much support. So I potentially spent a bit too much energy being on the front of the race all the time, looking for the moves, where I could have raced a little bit smarter and saved some energy, which might have helped me in the final. But World Champs is always a strange race. It's at the end of the season. It's hard to get that peak right. And yeah, just moving forward with a new exciting team with Bigler, and really looking forward to the next World Champs in Richmond in the USA.
Yeah, big lessons that you can take forward in your preparations for the 2016 Olympic Games.
Exactly.
Ashleigh Mooolman Pasio, thank you so much for being with us here on Morning Live, and wish you all the best of luck for next year's season.
Thank you very much.
All right, so she's back in South Africa now. She says she's going to do the 94.7 cycle race around Johannesburg because she's building up towards the European season. It's been a very, very busy year so far. So it's next back to Europe in February next year. So in your downtime, Ashleigh, good luck. And maybe it's a place at the 94.7 that Leanne, I know you were interested in cycling. Maybe you must get some tips.